Hello everyone. So this is our second video of the chapter Rural Life Under the British Rule. In this chapter, in this top video, we are going to read about the different systems which was introduced by the Britishers so that they can able to improve the revenue system, not the situations of agriculture in rural area, but they want to improve the revenue system only. Clear? So the first system which was introduced by them is Permanent Settlement Act. This Permanent Settlement Act was introduced by Lord Cornwallis in the year of 1793, and the basic intentions behind this act was that Britishers want to ensure the minimum amount of revenue कि उन्हें इतना amount मिलना ही चाहिए, because earlier they were not getting a proper systematic revenue or proper amount of a revenue. कभी है दे दिया, नहीं है तो नहीं दिया, ऐसा सिस्टम वहाँ पे चल रहा था. बट नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस सिस्टम दे जस्ट फिक्स्ड अप द रेवेन्यू सिस्टम that this much revenue they will take from the peasants over there. This Permanent Settlement Act was introduced in different areas like in Bengal, Bihar and in Odisha, not in whole India. Clear? But somehow it became difficult for the Britishers to supervise the whole system alone. They want a particular member from the local area, so Britishers start making an alliance with the zamindars. That's why this system was also known as the zamindari system. But basically used to happen in this. Now earlier farmers were considered as the owner क्योंकि उनकी अपनी लैंड थी, उस पर काम करते थे. But now according to this system only the landholders as well as zamindars were considered as the owners of the land and farmers were considered as the tenants of the land. फार्मर्स को लैंड होल्डर्स के अकॉर्डिंग, ज़मींदार्स के अकॉर्डिंग इन पे फील्ड्स पे काम करना पड़ता था. ठीक है. एंड ज़मींदार्स वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू पे द अमाउंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू टू द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. बट इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट कि जब मर्जी दे दिया. अ फिक्स्ड अमाउंट एंड अ फिक्स्ड डेट वॉज डिसाइडेड बाय देम. एक स्पेसिफाइड डेट पे उन्हें वहाँ पे वो देना पड़ता था एंड दैट डेट वॉज नोन एज योर सनसेट ऑफ अ स्पेसिफाइड डेट. जैसे कि लास्ट डेट है, इस डेट तक आपको वहाँ पे अमाउंट देना है. क्लियर? सो दैट्स वाई दिस सिस्टम इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द सनसेट लॉ. क्लियर? In this system, suppose if till the specified date, that means if till the sunset date zamindars were not able to pay the revenue, then in that situations the zamindars land were auctioned by the Britishers there. Now this system had some benefits as well as some shortcomings. Shortcoming means कुछ नुकसान भी थे, कुछ benefits भी थे. What was the benefits? That benefit only for the zamindars or for the Britishers, not for peasants over there. अर्निंग क्या थी? अर्निंग ऑफ द कंपनी वॉज फिक्स कि हाँ भी उन्हें महीने के महीने इतना इतना अमाउंट आना ही आना है, भले ही अब उनकी प्रोडक्शन उतनी हुई हो या ना हुई हो. ठीक है. अर्निंग ऑफ द कंपनी वॉज फिक्स दैट टाइम एज वेल एज ज़मींदार्स लैंड्स वॉज एश्योर्ड. पेजेंट से लेकर लैंड ज़मींदार्स को हैंड ओवर कर दी थी, तो उनकी लैंड अब यहाँ पे फिक्स्ड हो गई कि उनको तो इतनी लैंड उनके पास है ही यहाँ पर. Clear? This was the benefits. And then shortcomings, what were the some limitations or you can say a drawback? This Permanent Settlement Act encouraged the exploitation of the peasants because ज़मींदार्स को अपना अमाउंट चाहिए. तो ज़मींदार्स यूज टू एक्सप्लॉइट द पीजेंट कि हमें इतना अमाउंट चाहिए, अब हमें जैसे मर्जी दो यहाँ से. ठीक है. तो इस सिचुएशन में क्या, नहीं तो ज़मींदार की लैंड वहाँ से चली जाएगी, उनसे ले ली जाएगी. तो इन दिस सिचुएशन ज़मींदार स्टार्ट एक्सप्लॉइटिंग और फोर्सिंग द पीजेंट्स to produce more and more production and then to give them more and more revenue. In between, suppose agar just imagine if zamindars have had to pay 1500 rupees to British government, so they just want to collect the revenue of 1800 or 2000 from the peasants because they want to earn more profit for them as well. Clear? Now there was one more system that peasants, one party was the peasant and other was the moneylenders or zamindars. Peasants used to take loan from the moneylenders. ज़मींदार ने लोन दे दिया यहाँ पर peasants को, but in return peasants have to pay rate of interest. As if we take the loan from the bank, then in return we have to pay the rate of interest. No, some interest we have to pay. So peasants had to pay a high rate of interest to the moneylenders, but in return भाई उनको वहाँ पे रिवेन्यू भी देना है, उन्हें यहाँ पे इंटरेस्ट भी देना है, उन्हें अपने लिए भी बचाना है. सो सम हाउ दे कैन नॉट एबल टू bear all these expenses. So in return, what used to be happen, peasants were exploited at a very high rate over there. Clear? British government want more and more production, but in return they were not giving any kind of good cultivation techniques to the farmers over there. If suppose if there were any famine, any calamities, natural calamities were there, British government did not allow any kind of concession to the farmers. Crop failure हो गया है, नहीं हुआ. They want their fixed amount. See how rude these people Britishers were for our Indians. Clear? Next we can see that suppose if zamindars were also unable to pay the revenue, then in return what was the result? That the land was lost. अब उनके पास उनकी ज़मीन नहीं रही. British government took their land from that particular zamindar and hand over it to some other person. And zamindars, or if zamindars increase their income, now यहाँ पे benefit नहीं हुआ Britishers को. zamindars start increasing their income by earning more revenue, but company को कोई benefit नहीं हुआ because in the very beginning we read that revenue of the company was fixed. जितना है वो उतना ही लेंगे, ना कम ना ज़्यादा, भले ही वो ज़्यादा अर्न कर रहे हैं ज़मींदार, बट द रेवेन्यू ऑफ द कंपनी वॉज फिक्स्ड. Clear? So this was all about the zamindari system. Let us start the different system over here. Next we are having is our ryotwari system. Ryot means peasants, and this system was introduced by Sir Thomas Monro in 1820. ठीक है. अब peasants है तो somehow इसमें थोड़ी सी importance हमारे peasants को दी हुई है. This system was introduced in 1820. Earlier it was introduced in Bombay Presidency, but later on it was introduced and applicable in the Madras Presidency. According to this system, there is a direct relation between government as the peasants. Government is a peasant, which shows that there were no middlemen like zamindars was not there. Only government and peasants, they were having a direct relation in between. Landholders, जिसकी जो land है, they are considered as the owner of a land. And but till they consider as the owner of the land, जब तक they pay the revenue. If in any situation landholders was not able to pay the revenue, then their land was auctioned from them. Clear? In this situation also, land revenue was fixed, but after a proper settlement. Settlement कैसे होता था वहाँ पे? British government used to look after the lands, and then they fix the particular amount, that what should be the amount they will take from the farmers over there. But if any unfavorable condition was there, so in that situation the revenue was discounted. That means थोड़ा सा उनको वहाँ पे कुछ concessions वहाँ पे मिल जाया करता था. If the land was you can say that if the natural calamities or unfavorable conditions was there. Clear? So in this situation you can see that गवर्नमेंट एंड पेजेंट्स के बीच में डायरेक्ट लिंक है. लैंड होल्डर, अगर पेजेंट की अपनी लैंड है, ही वॉज कंसिडर एज अ लैंड ओनर, बट if in case he cannot able to pay the revenue, then in that situation his land was snatched from him. Land revenue was fixed by the government for a after proper inspection, after proper observation. They just fixed a amount of a land over there. During the unfavorable conditions, revenue was discounted over there, and you can say that this system was basically applied in southern and western states of our India. But this system too has some shortcomings. And what was the shortcomings? Let us have a look over here. So the shortcomings means they just want all the revenue in a cash. उनको कुछ crops नहीं चाहिए थे. They want all the revenue in a cash, and this unavailability of cash create poverty. अब poverty कैसे होती थी? Now peasants जो थे हमारे पास depend थे money lender के ऊपर. Why so? So that they can able to give the proper crop production from money lenders. They can able to take the amount land revenue amount cash from them. ठीक है. So peasants used to depend on a money lender for the land revenue amount, and money lenders used to pay off the land revenue. But if any failure occur, then in that situation it was result in the loss of land. High rate of taxes they have to pay. High rate of taxes, there was no concession, there was no you can say that sympathy to anyone. They have to pay that. Clear? So in that situation, economic hardship means बहुत मुश्किल से उनका वहाँ पे काम चलता था. And in this situation, the peasants were not able to become no more as a independent owner of their own land. क्यों? मनी लैंडर से पैसा लिया है. मनी लैंडर ने क्या करे, लैंड रेवेन्यू पे करने के लिए उनकी लैंड को थोड़ा सा कब्जा लिया, एज अ मोर्टगेज अपने पास रख लिया. ठीक है. तो इस सिचुएशन में अब सिर्फ पीजेंट्स का अपना अकेले का हक नहीं है. किसका हक है उसमें? मनी लैंडर का भी हक है लैंड पे. सो इन दिस वे यू कैन सी दैट हाउ द सिस्टम ऑफ अ Riotory system was not in the favor of the British. You can say that in the favor of the peasants, it was totally in the favor of the British government only. Clear? So this was all about our Riotory system. Let us see about the last system. Now, the third system which was introduced by the British government is Malwari system. This system was introduced by Holt McNeice in 1833. And in Punjab, in Awadh, Agra, as well as in some areas of Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. इन सब जगहों पे हमारा system introduced था. The basic system was, the main aim or intention of the system was tax collection. They want to earn more and more tax. But how they used to earn the tax? They used to go through or estimate the whole revenue of the entire village. एक particular land का नहीं कर रहे हैं. They used to estimate the revenue of an entire village, and this system is known as a महल. ठीक है. पूरे के पूरे कैलकुलेशन करना पूरे के पूरे village का, it was known as the महल. What was the system? See, we are having a different piece of lands over here, which is known as our village land. Now, village headman is responsible to collect the revenue from these village land and pay to the government. In return, the headman used to get 5% commission. But basically what happened when suppose these lands have to pay the revenue. अगर सपोज क्लास में से हमारी क्लास में से टोटल 2000 रुपीज़ हम लोगों ने सबमिट करने हैं. ठीक है. सो होल लम सम हमें करना है. सपोज एक ने नहीं किया पे, ये पे नहीं कर पाए, देन ऑल दीज 3 पीपल वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल ना. हमारी क्लास में अगर 5 बच्चे नहीं पे कर पाते हैं हमारा कलेक्शन, देन द होल क्लास रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू पे दैट अमाउंट. नो, सिमिलरली इन दिस सिचुएशन, अगर हमारे पास ये सारी लैंड पीस है, इफ़ इसका हमारे पास क्रॉप फेलियर हो गया, देन दीज 3 पीस ऑफ लैंड और द ऑनर ऑफ दीज 3 लैंड्स हैव टू पे द रेवेन्यू टू द विलेज हेडमैन. इन दिस सिचुएशन, दिस सिस्टम वॉज कंसिडर्ड एज द Mahalwari system. This system has its 2 shortcomings as well. What was the shortcomings? That high demand of a revenue. They used to collect very high revenue क्योंकि उन्होंने पूरे गांव पूरे विलेज की सेट करी है, उन्होंने गांव की सेट करी है, एक इंडिविजुअल लैंड की सेट नहीं करी है. तो रेवेन्यू वॉज वेरी हाई एज वेल एज रिजिडिटी. कुछ भी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, कुछ कंसेशन नहीं है, कुछ भी एडजस्टमेंट नहीं है. दे हैव टू पे द हाई रेवेन्यू और एज वेल एज रिजिड. जितना कह दिया उतना ही पे करना है, ना कम ना कोई ज़्यादा. क्लियर? सो इन दिस वे farmers were not able to face any kind of flexibility. They had to pay the amount which was fixed by the British government. Clear? So for these 3 systems, we are having the different effects of these land revenue policies. Let us have a look what were the land policies. What were the effects of these land policies on the people of the there? Now the first is rural economy was upside down. भाई upside down, पहले तो हम सोचा कि चलो यार हम सिस्टम इम्प्रूव कर देंगे. ठीक है. बट इन रिटर्न पीजेंट्स को कुछ भी फ़ायदा नहीं हुआ. उनकी उल्टा कंडीशन, इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन और ज़्यादा डाउन ही हो गई. एज वेल एज देयर कंडीशंस, पीजेंट्स कंडीशन वॉज मिजरेबल कंडीशन ऑफ पीजेंट्स है. सॉरी, दिस इज condition of the peasants were become more miserable, as well as no welfare measures. Peasants के लिए कुछ भी welfare measures नहीं लिए गए. No good cultivation activities, no installation of the good technologies, nothing was there. Apart from that, they had to pay a high rate of interest to the money lenders, and in return money lender mortgaged their land. Mortgage means गिरवी रख लेते थे उनकी लैंड अपने पास. That's why they were not considered as an independent owner. Apart from that, peasants, in this situation, peasants mostly lost their land and they worked as a bonded labor. Bonded labor means अपनी मर्जी से वो वहाँ पे सैलरी नहीं ले सकते थे, ज़बरदस्ती उन्हें वहाँ पे उनकी लैंड पे काम करना पड़ता था. So this is system as known as the bonded labor system. Clear? So peasants had to work on the land of the moneylenders as well as on the land of a zamindars under a bonded labor system. Clear? So this was the effects of the land revenue system in India in rural areas. So you can see that there were no any kind of positive impact of for the peasants. All the negative effects on the peasants regarding these different systems which was introduced by the British government. Clear? Students, I tried to explain this system, these three systems with the help of flow charts. Just go through with your topic. Still, if any doubt, then you can ask your doubts. But as I tried my level best to cover each and every statement and each and every important concept of the topics over there. Clear? So just go through with the topic from your book. This is a compulsory thing. Till then, take care and bye bye.